Kadetha? It's okay. I was just trying to make fun of him throwing popcorn on the floor. So I went and saw Black Panther.
Yeah.
And
disappointed.
no, sorry. It
Uh-oh.
was another black movie.
Was it?
Whoa. Not to sound racist or anything.
I went and saw Black Adam, and that still has popcorn in it. Yeah.
He's been throwing it at people.
He's throwing it at people. Why there's second world countries out there. Yeah, look at this littering. Yeah.
I was trying to catch it.
He uses platinum condo buying, so it's alright. He can afford that.
Yeah. and spitting on the street. He broke like 3 laws right there.
You know what? I own the police.
He owns the
I own the police.
So yeah, we saw Black Adam. It was a fun movie. I'm just gonna sum mine up. It was a fun movie. It suffered from personally, I feel like it suffered from the same problem the first Wonder Woman movie was. Whereas when it was focused on the character Black Adam, it was funny. There was a lot of jokes. It was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I was waiting for the story to kick in, like in terms of like why, like, you know.
Actually, there was a review, a spoiler-free review that they were. He brought up the fact that he was actually kind of surprised that they didn't go like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, finish where it was like kind of like all.
Oh yeah, to do a traditional like kind of story like.
So he said it wasn't a bad thing, and I'll agree it wasn't a bad thing. You don't need to do.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do traditional Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 kind of deal where you have like, it was mainly because in the comics Black Adam's a bad guy. He was first introduced as a Shazam villain. And, I think his backstory in the comics have changed like 2 or 3 times, but essentially the one they went with was that his son was deemed worthy by the wizard, the Wiz Council Wizards or whatever Shazam. I don't know. I forget what the council is called.
I think it was the second storyline of Black Adam. I wasn't sure. I want to go with the second story because I don't remember the first one as much.
I don't remember.
I do have to. I believe, but it's the fact that I kept thinking, where's all these wizards? So how they get killed off? Remember.
It's in Shazam. It tells you most of the.
No, but the thing is, when it shows you where.
Well,
they take the power back from him instead of taking it back. They buried him.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
so he ended up killing the wizards except for the one who was able to finally put him away.
So to explain that, they established this movie or Black Adam existed or the town existed way before even Egyptian time. So it was like BC. Even before it was like BCE.
Yeah, BCE.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was before.
So in that time, the Wizard Council, they were all there.
Yep.
By the time we got to Shazam, the reason why he could take the power away, I don't think they took the power away.
No.
I think the reason why they couldn't take the power away from him because they didn't give him the power.
Yeah.
His son gave him the power.
Yep,
so only his son could take the power away, but his son was dead.
Yes, but he didn't say Billy though.
Yeah.
He
doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
He has no idea.
He has no idea.
I thought about it for a second. Okay.
But yeah, they that was the reasoning why they couldn't take the power from him because they didn't bestow it to him.
His son bestowed it. Yeah.
So that's why that was the reasoning that I got they entombed him.
I think that was the second.
But basically, his son was killed. But before he was killed, he was chosen, taken to the given the power, say Shazam, showed up, and was like a hero for a period of time.
Yeah.
And then they went after his father and mother, and the mother was killed. The father was severely wounded, and the son decided to give the power to his father to save his father, to which then he was killed, and the father in a fit of rage, killed the king, and probably killed a whole bunch of people in the process because he exploded. So then the wizards were like, he's out of control. We didn't give him the power, so we're gonna entomb him. And then of course over the course of 5,000 whatever years it was, the council was destroyed by the 7 deadly sins.
No, I believe it. Does that show him?
I thought that was why. Well, no, thought that's what the story was in Shazam. That the 7 deadly sins killed most of the wizards except for the last one.
That's what I was
the thing was, if you watched in the flashback when they say they're trying to take his power back. He actually ended up killing. I think.
Yeah,
They
he
Did he kill the other? Did
Yeah,
he
he
kill
killed
the
them all except for the one that gave.
Is that what they
his power.
did? Because
Yeah.
I thought they were killed. Okay,
I don't
anyways.
remember what that one
Maybe
was
maybe
called.
I was looking into it too much.
There was what, 5 total, right?
No,
There's
basically,
7. There's 7 Shazam kids. There's 8
Yeah.
Shazam kids.
well, no,
six.
no. What I'm saying though is that
There's 5 actually right now, but yeah.
But anyways, so that's why he's not a hero, and like the statue is not him, it's his son, and you know that was kind of the big twist, you know, and it had some I would say I wouldn't call Hawkman a B-lister for actually I would call him a B-lister for DC,
Yeah, because DC
here in Heroes.
Him and,
actually,
Adam
put it this
Smasher.
way: that's what the Justice Source.
Yeah, the Justice Society
Society
is
yeah,
B-list.
B-listers, yeah.
But you had oh my god, what was the chick's name? Or was her what was her power?
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
She was the daughter of Red Tornado.
She was the daughter of Red
That's who that
Tornado,
was. Okay.
and the kid.
I believe in the comics. Don't quote me. But I looked the other day. I googled her, and I do believe she's actually supposed to be like a robot too. But don't quote me on that.
Well, I think they got around it by saying that she was when they kind of gave a little bit about her story where she was kidnapped when she was 15 and she had nanobots put in her body. That's how she's able to do what she can do. But you know, or
Yeah.
I'm assuming that maybe she could do Red Tornado's power. She had that power, but it was enhanced with the nanobots.
Yeah.
But they didn't really
That's what-
they didn't really
they
elaborate
go
on it.
into her who
Well,
she is.
just-
Now, Mr. Rock did come out and say, well, let's call Mr. Rock.
Okay,
Um, said that Black Adam was going to be the start of the new, like,
DC?
a new starting point for
Yeah.
DC. And despite saying that, you know, and with all the other issues that Warner Brothers has been facing with all the pushback, especially with the Flash movies,
Yeah.
I mean, having
Oh,
Michael Keaton.
Hold on.
Me too. No. And like the
Hold on,
Flash
hold on.
movie.
Speaking of the Flash movie, I do believe there was a dig at Ezra Miller in
Yeah.
a scene where, you know, The Rock and Hawkeye was fighting that kid's room.
Oh, and they ripped the slash through
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
poster.
yeah.
I believe that was a dig at Ezra Miller. That's so cool.
And also too, they had a lot of digs with Superman in this movie, like burning his face,
Yeah.
punching through the chest,
Yep.
which is actually, you pointed that out, you're actually correct. That's actually the cover of, like, when he punched the wall, and behind it was a poster of the Superman logo, and he punched through it, and it kind of had burned.
Oh, yeah.
That's the comic cover.
wasn't the
That's one of the
yeah.
variant covers of the Death of Superman.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to figure that one out.
Speaking of
Thank you.
Superman, can you believe Batman showed up at the end of
I
this?
know, right?
Fucking weird.
Why did Batman show up?
Like, and then Captain America showed up, and Bully Maguire showed up.
I mean, kind of found out.
No, here's the thing. So Superman showed up at the end.
And they were all played by Adam Sandler.
Yeah, right. Superman shows up at the end. Like, there's like I would say it was like a credit. They did like the whole like doo logo with
Yeah.
the suit and Black Adam, and then it's like this movie. Like, I was surprised with how much they kept it consistent.
Yeah, I was
Like
shocked at how they
like
actually,
even the beginning, I was like, well, at least they're consistent with their opening, because
Yeah.
you know, with the whole DC
I think that's the
DC
reason-
logo, like how Marvel does theirs.
Yeah,
DC.
I think that's the reason why he wanted to do that, and
I honestly thought.
when I watched his thing on.
Did Shazam
Lately-
do that too?
Yeah,
With the whole like
Yeah,
showing
they
the
did.
logos with like
Yeah.
all the heroes saying DC.
I think
no,
think
it
it
did.
did.
DC. It was, I have to go back and see.
Man of Steel, the first one to do it was Justice League. Because I don't think Batman and Superman did that. Man of Steel did
wasn't
not
Man of
do
Steel.
that.
Was it Batman and Superman?
No. They didn't actually, honestly, I don't think they decided they were going to even do anything like try to make a cinematic
That's
universe until after Batman vs. Superman.
Okay.
I think they were already, I don't know, but anyways, so, and they even have flashes of Aquaman,
Yeah.
you know, which is coming out in 2023 now. They have one scene of the Flash, and even Superman,
No, that's coming
and
out.
Batman. So, I mean, so far, they're not recasting anybody. Did they show Wonder Woman too? They did.
Yeah, they showed Wonder Woman.
Well,
I don't think they're recasting anybody.
No, they're not recasting.
I mean, they might recast the
Well,
Flash
no,
after
if you-
Flashpoint,
Are you
but who
talking about
knows?
the opening credit thing?
Well, no, McKeady was talking. Well, I mean, just in referencing.
Why can't they get
like-
the reflash from the TV series?
Well, no, what
That
I'm
would make the whole
saying,
series right
I would
there.
want a different. No. What I'm saying is like in Shazam, they reference Batman, they reference Superman and Aquaman,
Yeah.
but they don't actually show anybody.
No.
However,
yeah,
there
they-
is the thing where they come in and.
But then you have the whole Superman walk in.
Yeah.
I think
but
it was
you don't- but-
Superman- I think it was Superman and Batman.
Yeah, they Superman.
But no,
Superman
because
Batman
they
did
were going. It
show
was
up.
actually Henry Cavill was going to do that, but they were like kind of like I think the whole they didn't know if he was going to be
Happy.
coming back.
Hold on a second.
Oh, finally the third world's out of here. Jesus Christ! Now we can get to the real review. Movie sucked.
Hey, welcome back to. Well, we're waiting on what social media wants to tell us to think about the movie.
Movie sucked. It was terrible. No, I liked it. I mean.
It's
The villain was weak. It had the same issue as Wonder Woman, where it was like the movie was all about Wonder Woman, and then all of a sudden we gotta throw a villain fight in the end of the movie. That's how it felt. It felt like we had to have a
They
fight.
could have easily CGI areas better in the first one.
Well, yeah, I
The
mean,
second-
obviously
the second-
CG's gotten better.
84.
Well, I'm just talking about in terms of how this. I feel like this movie, like, I almost thought it was going to end. I thought it was ending when
Yeah,
he
right.
said Shazam,
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
locked
over.
him up
Yeah.
in
I
Task
was
Force
like,
X.
okay.
I was like, huh?
Funny
That's
thing
like
was,
an
I was like, huh?
Funny thing
Something's
about
going
that-
on here,
Yeah.
huh?
That was
I was
like the
going
end.
to say the funny
Okay.
thing about that though, is you saw that in the trailers of him in that setup.
Oh, locked up?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't watch the lot. I don't usually watch the
I only saw
trailers.
It was in like
half
one
the
of the
trailer
first-
because
first
I had
or
to
second.
go. do
I mean, yeah,
something.
but I guess what I'm saying is like it like I thought it was over, but I was like, wait,
They
something's
didn't show the scenes with the jets,
something's
too. That was the one where we got
something's not right here. Something feels weird. And then of course, the guy who was you called at the very beginning, he's the bad guy. The guy in the very beginning
Yeah, you did really call
who
it,
was
didn't
like
you?
he was like, yeah, he fell. We all know he didn't fall. He got he did technically fall,
Yeah.
but
Didn't see his body.
didn't see the body. And then he ended up being the ancestor of the king that was killed, and then
Yeah.
I guess I don't know much about what he did. Like he took the crown, and then the demons are take over the world, and
Here's what I found funny. Is
I don't know what that's about. Like
This-
all that.
That guy.
I didn't-
Say the name
destroy
Sabak.
I don't know what that is.
Well, no, Sabak is the card game they play in Star Wars.
I know what it is. I'm talking about in terms of DC Comics. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's called Google. Use it.
I'm not.
That's how I find out. Some
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna give the movie up to the point of the finale where the fight scene, because like I said, it was just a CGI fight.
Yeah,
There's a
pretty much
CGI
what it was.
monster.
Yeah.
CGI monster. There at no point was I like they're not gonna beat this guy.
CGI.
I thought Dr. Fate stole the movie
Yeah.
personally.
Oh, so you're saying like cast multicultural people and you pick the white guy?
Wow.
In terms of the character,
He said it, not
in,
you.
in terms of
the white guy was the best character.
Well, what
He said it. He's saying it, dude. He is saying it.
well, are we gonna talk about the Deadpool ripoff? Because every time that you spoke, I was just getting straight up Deadpool. I was like, that freaking mask now is too. That mask style is too iconic now. Like everybody's gonna be using it now.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know much about the character again, and it also is not the original character. It's a hand-me-down character,
Yeah.
or the
I mean,
son
if
of the original character,
I remember if I
Nephew.
or nephew, or
yeah, the
nephew.
nephew of the
It's a
character.
nephew.
of the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he was uncle. That's right.
Yeah.
So
Because
again,
if I remember right, it was a
Uncle
helmet,
Uncle
I
Fonzie.
think, back then, but I don't remember that character very well.
yeah.
'Cause
So
it was a C
Just turn
character.
my fucking engine on. Just forgot.
No,
Just start my car.
I just sort of, yeah.
No. What I'm saying is I guess I don't. I'm not I never really read Justice Society or anything like that. So all the characters.
I was never a big fan.
But
of the series.
I mean, they were consistent. You had Amanda Waller, and of course, I'm sure there's somebody's gonna make a video and be like, oh, that was Green Lantern in one of those all the little lockdown caverns where people were locked up.
That's what
I couldn't see nothing, but
Yeah.
There was whatchamacallit in there, the starfish. The guy with the starfish face. What's his name?
Starro, the giant starfish.
Well,
you mean the one? I thought they killed it.
First, they did explode it.
I thought he died in the joke. Well, and then of course you had Amanda Waller in it. You know,
Who was also in?
was also in both Suicide Squad movies.
Yeah, she was also in.
She's also in
series.
Peacemaker,
Yeah.
which is also a spinoff of the
The Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. So like once again, that's what I'm saying. They're being consistent, like, and like in
Which is
this
good,
one.
which is good.
Well, I mean, yeah,
It's
and
good
well in
to
this
a point.
one,
Like, off
say
the scene.
Shazam just to see if it.
No.
And then he turns into the Rock.
No, just like how like the kids kind of showed like a. See, yeah, that would have been one thing about it took place in the States. Well, it took place in, I was going to say Middle East somewhere.
Yeah.
So basically, it wouldn't make any sense for the kids to be there, but it would be one of those things that would have been funny, like, it was just like in the background, you see like the adopted parents, but like the foster parents.
Yeah.
Like, God, come on, guys, we gotta go. And
Yeah, because we gotta go. They got this dude. So yeah, I'm hoping when Shazam comes out in January.
Is it next year?
Yeah, it's next year.
because January's already passed, because January comes back again next.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in December, but it was actually supposed to come out in November, but they pushed it back.
Okay.
Like everything DC got pushed back
Yeah, I
except for
noticed
this
that.
one. This was the only one they didn't push. Well, actually, it did get pushed back, but only by like a
About a
month.
month. About it.
I think it was supposed to come out in August. Was it supposed to come out in July?
No.
Anyways,
Yeah.
but this was the only. But like I'm saying, like the Flash movie should have already came out in the summer, but it got pushed back to who knows
Yeah.
now. I think
yeah.
next summer.
Heard
Next
somewhere,
year,
I think it was like
something
taken, or not taken, kind of off the schedule per se until they.
It's the only one they haven't canceled yet. They've canceled every other freaking project.
Yeah, true.
Except for Aquaman, because I think that movie's done.
Yeah, the Aquaman's already done.
Um,
They're gonna push.
Except for the
Well,
reshoots.
Yeah.
they might be done with it by now.
Well, I'm sure they're done, but I mean, it's not coming out until December.
Done,
December.
done.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the reason why it takes place after December, I think the reason why they pushed it so long, because I feel like the Flash movie is going to, I think it has something to do with, something happens in the Flash movie that affects Aquaman's movie, and it's already been filmed and part of the story, and if they just can the Flash movie completely, it completely fucks up
the
Aquaman, where they either have to reshoot too much or can it. Whereas
Find
Black
out.
Adam and Shazam, they kind of operate outside of what they're doing with the Justice League. Like they reference it, so we know. Like,
because Shazam doesn't go into the Justice League for. Quite
well,
a while.
what I mean is like there's been some Marvel projects.
Shazam didn't ever go to this.
Yeah,
No, he has never been.
Justice
He
League,
has
never-
fought with them.
Yeah, he was.
He has never been a champion
But
of
he
the
was-
Justice
You
League.
never read the Kingdom Come done by Alex Ross?
I was in a while.
He was actually, I think, possessed by someone, and he would keep calling down the lightning to fight Superman.
Yeah.
He listened to Superman were like nuts, and so he would keep calling down Shazam, and he'd get out of the way so Superman would be hit by the lightning.
Oh yeah. Because if you're hit by the lightning when you're not chosen, it kills you.
No,
Or it damages you.
Well, no, because I believe it was because it was actually magic, and I think during that time.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah, because Superman's
he's
not-
so weak against magic.
Yeah, he's
Because
weak against
after
magic, yeah.
after Flashpoint and they did the new 52 Superman, they weakened him to be weak against
Oh, no,
magic.
He was, no, that was actually back.
That was before.
I said
That was
90s.
before, yeah, 90s.
Because
Flashpoint was the 90s,
Yeah.
dude.
Flashpoint was early 2000.
No,
No, it was 90s.
it was 90s.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was. Oh no, maybe it wasn't Flashpoint. It was
What's the other one?
It was the first Crisis.
Well, actually, they kind of like.
It's when they rebooted shit. They weakened
Yeah,
Superman.
First Crisis was when
Because when they
That was
did,
in the 90s.
they did do a thing where the original Superman
Yeah.
came back,
Because
who's not weak against magic.
Because I remember the government changed him. He actually couldn't fly into space, and he now had to have oxygen.
Yeah.
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 But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 just based off of ignoring the last fight. I liked it. It was fun. It was
Good popcorn
fun. It was fun watching The Rock kill everybody.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That was sarcasm.
It
No,
was.
that was actually a lie.
It was a lie. So what do you give it?
It's a good, fun popcorn movie. I go in there, turn off like critical thinking, and just have fun. You know?
You have critical thinking?
Yeah, that's why I use it at my job.
Oh yeah, we don't need that at your job.
I'm critical of everybody else. No, yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Hey, 4 out of 5. All right. Should we let the third wheel?
Yeah.
No, because there's 2 fat guys in the
Yes,
movie.
two
Got
fat
2 fat guys with the third wheel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his opinion
Hold
is.
on, I'll give him his opinion. Oh, that's a 4 out of 5, but you know, my production company, The Dan, would have we could have done like a lot more.
Yeah. So.
Happy Meal.
Sure. Like, subscribe. Give us money. Give Mr. J money.
Why? He's not hurting for money. See what he buys?
He only buys that stuff because he has one of your cards and you don't know it yet.
Well, it's easy to buy. It's easy to buy that information off the black market.
So next week we're watching a movie about I guess alligators.
What's next week?
Alligators. Wow.
Still got 3 weeks for it.
Wow.
Well, actually,
Wow.
a little over a week and a half.
This is talking about the guy who didn't know that Chris Pratt was playing Mario.
No, because I didn't see the trailer for that. I didn't actually see the trailer for that yet. No, we got.
Dude, people have been hating on that for like almost a year now.
Dude, we got a week and a half.
That's what. Did I not?
He's still not.
That's what I fucking said, dude.
No, I didn't see anything.
This is for the paid members, by the way.
I told you I can't even with this fucking guy anymore. What movie is this?
I guess I'm not going to have to worry about the second wheel in my car now.
The bouncer shows up.
Well, how are you gonna move if you only have 2 wheels?
Because I push it.
Dork.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. And Dan, if you're watching this, thank you for your 70 cents.